Oh boy, here we go. So, yesterday, before this broadcast, where does one begin with this? So, yesterday we were talking about. Now, earlier, there were talks about Bayonetta 3. And at first, when I heard that Bayonetta 3 is in talks at Platinum Games, I was like, you for real? I'm thinking to myself, this is a load of BS because there's no possible way there'd be a third game coming out. Despite the fact that Platinum Games has been screwing with us on their Twitter. But from what I'm getting, seems like this is a possibility. So I'm gonna look at a few sources here. But first, dear Lord God, why? Come on. Oh, this is... Okay, so this is what we got going on here. Bayonetta 3 is in discussion, says Platinum Games, courtesy of our good friends over at freaking IGN. Yeah. In an interview with Source Gaming at Bit Summit, Platinum producer Atsushi Inoba fielded a question regarding whether the team would still use Bayonetta as the protagonist or introduce someone new in a bid to surprise fans to keep the series fresh. Now, this was like months ago. I would like to make Bayonetta 3. We're talking within the company even now about what to do, says Inoba. But because we're constantly talking about it, that actually makes it really hard to say. Okay, now before we continue, I just want to say that it's clear that I'm behind since this article was months ago. Of course, that's just something that you talk about when you're making a series. Do you want to keep the same protagonist? There's plenty of precedent for changing protagonists. And so that is something we discuss. Do we want to keep the same one? Have a different one? Add new ones? I don't know. They don't know. Okay, in case you're wondering, that is the donation bar. Now, there's a reason for this. Now, for one, let's preface it with all donations are optional. You can donate as any amount as you want to. The link to my Streamlabs is in the description below. This is to help make my channel grow and help me personally in the process. So while I'm being helped, I'm also at the same time wanting to make sure that I provide you guys with some cool content. So that's why the donation bar is below. Like for right now, I would like to try and get like a new camera, like a DSLR camera, so I can make better looking YouTube videos with my face on it. Like Etika or Retro, for example, they use their DSLR cameras as webcams, and it helps makes the quality of their stuff look good. Oh, you will? Awesome. Again, my Streamlabs is in the link below. Make sure you donate only what you can. Make sure you donate only what you can. And yeah, please do that. But make sure that your donation is final. Make sure that you really are serious about it. So what that means is no. That's right. But yeah, as I was saying, like, what we got going on with Bayonetta 2 is thank you, Weirdo Chickify. Yeah, what we got going on here is that this has been going on since May, and there's no telling what the heck's going to happen with Bayonetta 3. More importantly, I don't know what the heck's going on with this doggone screen being stupid wonky right now. But yeah, this is what we're dealing with here. Like, there's a good chance that we will see a third game. Now, a new protagonist, that's going to be a mystery in of itself, because we don't know if we'll get a different protagonist. Will it be a female protagonist? Will it be a male protagonist? Will it be anything of that sort? That much I don't know, but I'm pretty sure something like that's going to happen in the future. Really am looking forward to seeing the future of 3. Will Bayonetta have a new look? Will she have new weapons? Will the new protagonist have some new weapons? That is a mystery in of itself. I really am looking forward to seeing that happen. So that's what we're dealing with. But yeah, let's talk about our favorite witch, Bayonetta, first of all. Bayonetta has been one hell of a discussion. As Bayonetta has been the center of conversation since 2009. That's like 8 or 9 years right now. And it's really interesting to see something like this happen. Now, with that, Bayonetta is essentially Bayonetta is like the de facto video game character in terms of character action games, which is really cool. But all this talk about this game being what it is like I can't even begin to describe what the heck's going on around here. I don't know, maybe I'm just not making sense right now, but I will say this. I'm glad to see that we might get a third installment. I'm glad that Platinum Games is actually in talks about this game and have been doing so for the past couple of months. Now, concerning my little experience with Bayonetta, at first I was like, there's no possible way Bayonetta is going to fly around here. There's no way this game is going to be there's no way this game is going to be that cool. Of course, that wasn't the only thing I thought. I also thought it might be cool, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know about it. I don't know about this particular game. But from what I saw, it was like, from like the trailers I saw, when this game was talked about in Tokyo Game Show, I was like, wow, this is just pretty off. That's just pretty freaking cool. To find out that Bayonetta was made by the director of Devil May Cry, Hideki Kamiya, the same guy who did Beautiful Joe and Biohazard 2, that that was also a definite plus for me, since at that time I was heavy on Devil May Cry 3, especially, because now Kamiya did not direct Devil May Cry 3 at all, but at the same time, some of his influence can be found in that game. However, he did direct the first Devil May Cry game. Every other game he directed was not the case. And I remember I saw the trailer for Bayonetta from GameTrailers.com during my college days. I downloaded it. Like, I downloaded the trailer so I can watch as many times as I want. Like, that. Oh my goodness, that was. I'm sorry, I'm just gushing right now. Just at the very experience. Just the experience that just watching the trailer alone gave me. Then, like, at some point I played the demo for it, and the demo was pretty good too. Like, sometime before I bought, like, the PlayStation sometime before I bought the PlayStation 3, I got my hands on Bayonetta 1 along with Final Fantasy 13 because this one dude I knew, he bought games for the PlayStation 3 before he bought his, so I decided to follow suit with that too. Plus 3 support points. I was like, man, oh man. So I was pleased with that. Three support points, 10 plus 10 cool points. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for your support. That's really, really nice of you to make mention of that. Now, that said, then, like, when I finally bought Bayonetta 1, no, not even that. So, like, with the first game, the experience in of itself, I saw my associate play it over at his place, and gotta say, it was really cool seeing him play. Then I played it for myself. Then I bought it and played it for myself, and it was really cool to play as Bayonetta. Except for one problem, I had it in easy mode the whole time. Not only that, it was an easy Not only that, I had easy automatic installed, and not knowing that I did that, it was like, yeah, there's a lot of things Bayonetta can do. You just gotta take easy automatic straight off. And with that, it was like, yeah. So that I was playing. Then I played Bayonetta 1 when I was visiting a couple of people at this art school over here in Atlanta, the Art Institute. Then this one girl had my PS3 controller, and when she played it, it was like one of those combo videos that I saw on YouTube, and boy was she good with it. Like she was able to maneuver Bayonetta in a way that I couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, I think I need some practice. So basically, what happened was, I tried to figure out what the heck I was doing, and of course, this being my first playthrough of the game, I was acting as if I don't know what the heck was going on. And man, oh man. So, time passes. I start seeing Bayonetta in Max Anarchy, which was like a 4-player brawling game, which was basically Smash Brothers 3D with Bayonetta mechanics of some kind. It was something of an unofficial sequel to Mad World, and Mad World was originally for the Wii. You had Jack, who was from Mad World, also in Max Anarchy. So, yeah, I played the demo of it. It was pretty cool. Then I find out that Bayonetta was DLC. And also during this time period, I was like, so this is all cool and dandy, but the question is, like, when's 2 coming out? I find out that Microsoft, Sony are like, no, we're not thinking about having a second game on our platforms. So I was kind of angry and upset. Years pass and it's like, okay, so we freaking have Bayonetta. So we have Platinum Games working with Nintendo now, and they're talking about creating a couple of games that will be released soon. One of them was the Wonderful 101, which this lovely masterpiece right here. So I take a look at what they got going on, and it's like, well, this is a thing. Yeah, this is a thing. We're seeing a spiritual successor to Beautiful Joe, kind of like how Bayonetta is with that game and Devil May Cry. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that and some. So I'm gonna talk about the comparisons with these games somewhere in the future. But right now, I'm seeing the trailer for the Wonderful 101, and it's really awesome, and it's making me want to get a Wii. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm buying it. Like, I am so buying this game. Ah, damn. But, so, eventually, somewhere around 2014, somewhere around 2015, or rather 2014 or whatnot, I get my hands on a Wii U and a copy of the Wonderful 101. I start playing it. Jesus Christ, is it freaking awesome. So yeah, I'm having all sorts of fun with it. Off topic question, where are your glasses? Oh yeah, my glass. So, switching topics for a little bit. Thank you, Weirdo Chickify. I don't actually need them. They're just for fashion. Cause like the lenses are not medicated. They don't have magnifiers on it. So yeah, that said, back on topic. Wonderful 101 was pretty awesome. And if I can quote one YouTuber, there's the question of why nobody buy it? Why nobody buy this game? What I liked about Wonderful 101 was that it reminded me so much of Super Sentai in the same fashion that Beautiful Joe utilized it. So that I was pleased with. Sonic X059, welcome to the stream. But yeah, to answer your question, I am very sorry. No, I am not blind. I just wear glasses for fashion. Because I think glasses are cool on people. But back to what I was saying. Wonderful 101 was a great game. Also, now like the Wonderful 101 came around 2013, I think. I could be wrong. If you know a thing or two about this game more than I do, go in the comments and talk about it. That way I won't look like a total idiot. But anyway, to celebrate Bayonetta 2's release for the Nintendo Wii U, what happened was that Platinum Games decided, you know what? Since we're going to release Bayonetta 2 alongside the first game, which will be a port for the Wii U, what we're going to do is we're going to put some cheat codes in the Wonderful 101. Not only that, and if you haven't played the game, there's some spoilers here, so you might want to be careful. But yeah. Now, in the Wonderful 101, there's a code. Now, you can unlock a lot of characters, which bumps the roster to at least 115. You have Rodin from Bayonetta, Jean from Bayonetta, and you have the gun-toting witch herself. Now, to get her, you have to play the game with no continues, all platinum. You have to have played the game in every single difficulty setting, from easy all the way to hard. You can't just jump into hard or extra hard or 101% hard and expect to get it. No, it doesn't work that way. Now, to talk about the sequel, it's like when people, myself included, found out that it was going to be a Nintendo exclusive, just like the Wonderful 101, I was like, you kidding me right now? And then you see what Hideki Kamiya was talking about and was like, had not been for Nintendo, Bayonetta 2 wouldn't be a thing. And that upset people, but at the same time, it gave a lot of us a reason to get our hands on a Wii U. And if we couldn't do so, eventually we had to, or visit a friend's house. Like, hey, I heard you got a Wii U for Bayonetta 2. Mind if we play? It's like, oh, okay, hell yeah. But the point is, Bayonetta 2 is a thing now. It's for the Wii U. Only for the Wii U, which kind of sucks. Or the Nintendo Switch. That's if you get it. But even so, it's like still worth it, because even though the Wii U was a not so stellar console, but it was still worth playing. But playing Bayonetta 2 was definitely worth it. I mean, after all, you had Super Smash Brothers 4. You had Smash Brothers 4, the Wii U and 3DS to consider. Which brings us to another thing concerning our lovely Bayonetta. She became the #1 ranking character in all. Okay, let's go to YouTube for a second. Okay. Oh, look at this. No, I don't think I can, because I have this whole thing monetized and whatnot. But yeah. Bayonetta was like the most voted to be in Smash, which I found to be pretty interesting to see. And I have to, like, I gotta say, it's like, wow, that actually happened. So with that, she's like the #1 worldwide right now, so that's a definite plus. Like, I am super pleased with it. But yeah. So then Bayonetta. So yeah, then Bayonetta 2 comes out. It's bundled with like the Wii U port of the first game, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I didn't get the Bayonetta 2. I didn't get the Bayonetta 2 bundle until like the beginning of 2015. So I played that and had the best time of my life. Of course, I played the first game complete with the Nintendo costumes. The only two costumes I messed with as far as Bayonetta is concerned was Link and Samus Aran. Samus Aran, of course, was pretty dope because you get to turn the visor up. You get to pull or push the visor up and down, which was really bomb ass. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Now, that said, ever since I played Bayonetta 2, I've been having a field day with it, and okay. Like, ever since then, I've been having a field day with Bayonetta 2. What was cool about it was that the weapons were nice. They had a practice mode. They had... But yeah, they did have a practice mode where you get to learn how to fight and stuff. And I know you guys saw my Facebook page and all that. Complete with the live stream link and everything. So I'm pretty pleased to know that Bayonetta is doing so wonderful, especially for the Wii U. In fact, Bayonetta is already in Smash right now. Like, if you get yourself like a 3DS or Wii U version of the game and put it into your Wii U and whatnot, it would be freaking killer. Yeah, cause here's the thing with now the main problem that a lot of people had, a lot of newbies had, was that Bayonetta in their mind was extraordinarily broken, and that caused a lot of fan arguments. And then Sakurai and good folks at Nintendo, Bandai Namco, or blah blah blah, they decided to put a patch there which would nerf Bayonetta. And speaking from personal experience, it was like, oh god, why? So yeah, point being, Bayonetta 2 is really fun. I'm looking forward to 3, and yeah, I really hope that happens. But yeah, I do have the case for Bayonetta 2. Yeah, there we go. Okay, in case you're wondering, I was talking about Bayonetta 2 and how good this was. So, that said, let's dive right into on Show60. The following video game analysis that you're about to see might contain some suggestive material not suitable for anyone under the age of 18 or anyone with fragile sensibilities. So I want you to really take that into consideration, because everything you see after this little disclaimer is fair game. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Bayonetta. Bayonetta is one of the 4 games to serve as a magnum opus for the then fledgling development company Platinum Games, formerly Capcom's Clover Studios, founded by Atsushi Inaba, Shinji Mikami, and Beautiful Joe and Devil May Cry 1 director Hiroki Kamiya. The game originally released on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in 2009 in Japan, and worldwide in 2010. To commemorate its sequel's release on the Nintendo Wii U, the game was re-released for that console alongside it in 2014. For a fair assessment, we will be basing the review entirely on the Nintendo Wii U version and PlayStation 3 port. Many have described the plot as convoluted and hard to make out, but I will try to elaborate. For 5 centuries, 2 clans called the Lumen Sages and Umbra Witches had instilled the balance of light and darkness. However, civil war broke out between the 2 clans, resulting in a genocidal witch hunt against the Umbra.
Okay, let me preface that with something I failed to bring up in this review. See, the reason why this civil war broke out was because like one of the sages and witches decided it was a nice idea to go they decided to get it on, and then they had a kid, and that kid is our main protagonist.
Fueled by their misunderstanding of the Dark Witches, the Lumens and their allies used their belief in their god to increase the body count of the clan. None had survived except for the main character and the rival heiress to the clan. The name of the game is Stylish Action, which means that much like a majority of their Capcom catalog of games such as I cannot stress how arbitrary Varying number of missions, or verses, in keeping with the biblical themes of the game. Each verse requires you to mostly defeat a horde of angels, or overcome seemingly arduous obstacles under an undisclosed time period. Upon completion, you're given a grade for your performance. Your combo output, the time it took to complete the mission, and your vitality are major factors in these verses, and are calculated into your final grade, which ranges from Stone being the lowest to Pure Platinum the highest. Between chapters, including the prologue, you play a game of Angel Attack with arcade bullets that you found earlier, and after finishing the minigame, you can buy items you can use to prepare for later missions, or exchange points for halos, which are the...
Yeah, I just exchanged because, quite frankly, these items are actually kind of useless. When I did my second run of the first game for the Wii U, I actually decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to take the easy mode off. And I'm going to play this game the way it was meant to be played, and it's going to look really freaking sweet.
The game's currency. The other methods for attaining halos are as follows. Defeat angels, raid Umbran coffins, and as previously mentioned, exchange points, and lastly, increase your points via the combo multiplier, which will be explained later. To fulfill these tasks, we'll explain the control setup. By default, Bayonetta has guns assigned to her hands and feet. The attack controls, in this case the X and A buttons assigned for punching and kicking with the Y button used for basic shooting, can be used to deal damage and perform powerful quick-time event-based techniques such as punishing and torture attacks. The ZL button is used to switch out weapon combinations, which will be explained later. B for jumping and double jumping, L for provoking your enemies, R for targeting, analogs for movement and camera, and ZR for dodging. In the case of the latter, you can also perform Witch Time, a near invincible skill that slows down everything around you while you deal more damage for a short amount of time. To access Witch Time, evade an enemy strike at the very last possible second. For better results, learn to read telegraphs of enemy strategy, or attack signposts, abbreviated as ASP. While most enemy ASPs are easy to decipher, others, such as bosses and more powerful angels, will demand more advanced defenses and better knowledge of the combat system than the preliminary bread and butter. Also, you can use the Wii U pad for easier control of the game, not to mention use other controls like the Classic Controller Pro and Wii Mode. Bayonetta introduces a metric system for defense in the form of what is called the combo multiplier. As the name suggests, it takes combo points and tallies them after a certain amount of time has passed. This is a vast, if not more in-depth improvement on Beautiful Joe's combo and VFX system. The points are varied and awarded depending on method of attack. However, still methods of combat are discouraged in favor of variety and polish, as those help add more to the multiplier and inherently increase your money. To alleviate any further difficulty in combat, one must accumulate the following: weapons, skills, items, and accessories. We'll cover the ones that matter the most first. Weapons are discovered through records called Angelic Hymn LPs. Upon finding the fragments, you go to the game's shop, the Gates of Hell, and while its clerk, the fallen angel Rodon, plays the tunes, he'll forge the weapon for you free of charge, with most of the alternates of them costing halos. Not all weapons can be discovered by default, however. Instead, some of them can be unlocked by meeting various conditions, such as completing the game on a set difficulty, or obtaining bewitchments, which serves as the game's equivalent to Xbox's achievements and PlayStation's trophies. Many of these armaments also contain aesthetic effects on behalf of the player, which come in the form of perfumes. Items can not only be purchased in the Gates of Hell and after Angel Attack, but can be dropped by enemies and be mixed, which requires the use of various ingredients. The trade-off being that the use of them during battle can damage the overall score. Then you have skills and accessories. For skills, there are powerful techniques that combine physical martial arts and magic. I should also note that all of her abilities are based on her signature mystic discipline, the Wicked Weave, an integral martial art of the Umber Way which uses their hair and the summoning of demons from Inferno. Say what you will, but I believe Bayonetta is mostly naked throughout the game. Thing is, she uses her hair as battle garb. Then there are accessories which make Bayonetta far more powerful, ranging from pre-activated Witch Time to parrying attacks. Magic-based activity is governed by Magic Gauge. This mostly affects certain accessories, torture attacks, and so on. The best ways to increase your magic are attacking your opposition and activating Witch Time without any custom accessories. As such, I should comment on the pricing on a lot of the objects that may result in heavy grinding on behalf of the player. I would suggest that you look up Halo farming, a means of earning large amounts of currency in far more expedient time frames.
Oh yeah, by the way, all the gameplay footage you're seeing right here is mine. And this is from the Wii U version. Long before I sold my Wii U. Which I'm getting back.
Example, the 30-second air juggle challenge in Alfheim is one of the more recommended means of getting large sums of Halos, mostly due to its unsettling learning curve and time restrictions. The graphics in the game were pretty good. A solid use of monochromatic color schemes, especially for the use of crimson as the lead motif, matched the game well. The archaic and biblical motif of Vigrid was astounding too. Unfortunately, it hasn't aged well after 7 years, and the varying monochromatics look washed out on ports other than the 360 version. The base frame rate of the game is 60 frames per second, not counting cutscenes. With that in mind, it's clear that all Platinum games like this one are all in-house creations, which means no assistance from graphics engines other than the defaults. However, in the case of this particular game, 2 other companies oversaw its porting to other consoles. Plainly, Next Entertainment's PlayStation 3 port has very inconsistent frame rates, going in between 60 and 30. What's worse is the loading times, especially in-game. Well, that's not much to worry about considering that during the loading screens, you can train Bayonetta to the utmost potential.
I say that a lot, utmost
Wii U
potential.
version has near perfect frame rate, but the graphics still show age and there are a few random stutters. Otherwise, the character designs are top-notch, a combination of realism and anime influence being a perfect blend. The creature art, that is the angels, are a great blend of organic and technological too.
Controlling our hyposexual witch is on point and precise. Taking the nature of the game to account, you can perform incredible combos and insane techniques. She starts off easy to play and mash buttons with. The camera is near perfect and consistent as well, and if you press the right analog, you can see where you're going. The same applies if you're pressing the R button to target enemies. I did state earlier that this game is good for mashing buttons, but I must also include that over time you will learn how to make use of the controls properly to the point of mastery. The sound direction is also a nice treat, but as music goes, it's hit or miss. If you're not a fan of the cover version of Fly Me to the Moon sung in English, then you might want to mute your TV. To make up for it, you're treated to remixes of classic Sega games, many of which match certain stages that serve as Easter eggs for nostalgia buffs. Wii U owners are treated also to the option of listening to the character voices in English or in Japanese. Both versions have a colorful and outstanding voice cast, bringing life and style to the characters. Knowing how Platinum Games operates with their titles, this game cannot be beaten in one playthrough, as there are tons of secrets to uncover. The world of Bayonetta grows gradually from easy to unforgiving, assuming that you, the player, has a grasp on how to play. Upon beating the game, you get harder difficulties, new items, characters to play as, and so on. Therefore, you'll be playing this game for a good while. For a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, Bayonetta brings about a large helping of depth and scope. It does a good job in rewarding dedication and effort while leaving room for casuals to enjoy. Wii U fans will benefit more with the addition of Nintendo costumes from The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and Super Mario Bros. Each costume also has unique effects that impact the look and feel of the game and make for good posts via the Miiverse. Overall, Bayonetta is a great breath of fresh air for stylish action games. For its over-the-top gameplay and presentation, it gets a positive recommendation and a spot in the Choice echelon of games for being favored by critics and myself. The PS3 port isn't enough to keep this game from being played, so get your hands on it any which way possible.
So yeah, that was my review of the first game. This was like long before the PC port of Bayonetta 1. So now with my experience, now here's the thing about my experience with the first game. It was challenging. There was a lot of rage quitting, and there was a lot of me cursing, swearing, and screaming out loud because Rodon was such a complete cunt. Speaking of, I think I have that video lying around somewhere. Let's go to my channel and see what we got. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, okay, uh-huh. There's the video I had somewhere lying around. There we go, that's the one.
Yeah. This video, and I wanted to show you guys the boss fight with Rodon in the first game. Now, about Rodon, he's basically your weed man in the game.
And I am not apologizing for that comparison, because that's basically what he is. He's got what you need.
As long as you supply him the halos, he supplies you the drugs. And by drugs, I mean weapons, accessories, stuff that'll make you almost broken. So with that said, I'm going to be getting my ass whooped multiple times in this optional boss fight with the legendary Weed Man.
Play Sonic, you say? That I would love to do, except for it's not Thursday. We'll continue our Sonic 3. We'll continue our Sonic Mania stream tomorrow. I promise. Right now, you're looking at some of my most embarrassing moments when playing Bayonetta 1 for the Wii U. Okay. Now, here's something I did not realize the minute I started playing this fight. See, the thing about Rodon is that the minute you fight him is the minute you realize that it's in infinite climax mode. In infinite climax mode in Bayonetta 1, witch time is removed. The enemies are harder. You're given much harder enemies at the start of the game. And boy, oh boy, you can't even use the bat within to slow down time. So, unless your A game is heavy, you're basically screwed 6 ways from Sunday. Like me.
Yeah, he doesn't play around.
Oh, the scrubbery. See, this was back when I didn't have an excuse. As opposed to now, I have a very crappy controller for my PC port.
Ow.
Oh, another thing. Yeah, editing all this game footage on a laptop that doesn't have the same specs as my PC, as my custom PC now, that was an annoyance.
Well, that hurt. Ow.
The rage. I handled it well. I think.
Let's see if I take off the gaze of despair in favor of something else.
Wait a minute, Eisen? Won't change the fact that he could still fuck you in half. I was not lying. You guys are seeing the butt rate that I'm dealing with right now.
Allow me to translate this for you. Well, I hope you know. Well, I hope you have what it takes to fight the weed man. That'll be yours truly. Just so you know, my past life was kind of like this.
Yeah, back when I
crying rape when I beat your ass.
yeah, back when I had a shitty microphone.
You bought the ticket, and now it's time to go. Lego.
Ethan Johnson. Hey, what's good, Ethan? Welcome to the stream. Right now we're looking through some of my old videos of back when I was playing Bayonetta. So yeah, you're gonna see me rage. You're gonna see me get angry. So, for many of you who played this game before, you're probably noticing why he looks like Father Balder. I want to say that Platinum Games is lazy as fuck. Here I am holding on to dear life with this script play that I have. Damn, I was such a scrub playing this game, and I still am now. But that's alright, though. I'll get better. Rodon is the most
Wow. The actual hell, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is on non-stop climax already? Oh. God's will has been done for my life.
It does burn.
Oh no, that's to be irony.
It burns.
I do know that I'm constantly getting murked. Well, at least we know this explains why Rodon is so freaking hard.
But you're going to watch. But you're going to watch this anguish. You're going to watch me rage. You're going to watch me look like a total bitch. The pain is real.
Oh God. I don't know what I'm doing.
Where's the bleach?
Wow. Really?
The thumbnail for this video was no Vaseline, which kind of describes this fight. Yeah, you're going to watch this scrub play.
I'm getting. Oh God! Why? 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 Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I don't know. There's not much you could do.
Well, don't worry. The video's over. Nope, 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 nope. I think people have seen enough of me catching one L too many. Yeah, this was me when I had this ridiculous looking thing on my head, but I didn't care. I was in the privacy of my own house. It's cringy, right? So tricks or devices? In hindsight, this was just living proof that I can play this game, that I can go in practice mode and play with my eyes closed. But yeah, I loved this game so freaking much that I would post videos about it. I guess the whole point of it was I enjoyed Bayonetta 2 and I enjoyed Bayonetta 1 a lot. So much so that I would resort to this kind of thing. Can't have you seeing that now, can we? Nope. Alright, so... Hey now, don't tell her that. I was really into this game. Still am now. Now, if you want to see some cringe... Oh yes, we're going there. You thought I was bad. You thought I was bad. Standing by, folks. Okay, can anyone... Oh, nuts. Bring on the cringe. Holy crap. But yeah, apparently we got somebody who can't handle the cringe around here. I will do it. So, should I show you the This Is How You Don't Play Bayonetta DSP edition? Should I? Yes? No? Maybe so. I mean, it's already cringy enough seeing this man's face. You want to talk about holding L's? Let's talk about L's played by this poor individual. My hand is on the mouse right now. But have you watched this? Should I click on this video here? We got a yes. We got another yes. Oh, you know what? Let's watch this video and see how that plays. Oh, you know, I would gladly do that, except for one problem. No one in their right mind gives a fuck about tag climax. I know I don't. Nah. Nah, I'm probably not going to do that. That's suicide on both of us. I tried putting up with seeing some of those videos. It's like, and I thought I was bad. But anyway, yeah, Thai climax and Bayonetta, dude. That was never. I've never mentioned that too often because number one, tag climax is basically like a rookie's trip to Las Vegas. Number two, all this two-player versus. Ain't no co-op in this bitch. Number three, I don't freaking care about tag climax. It's forgettable. Number four, money. Number four, if you lose, say goodbye to all those hard-earned halos you had. Like, I don't care about that Midas accessory. I still want my hard-earned halos to go up, damn it. So you can wipe my grin off my face. Okay. I'll get the Wii U, start practice. I'll get the Wii U, play this game, get back on my Bayonetta grind, and then we'll see which one of us catch this L. Yeah, when I get that Wii U, start practicing, beat the game, come see me. Come see me. Then we'll see which one of us catch this L. But seriously though, that's the price one pays for not playing the game a lot. And I know that was a hefty price I had to pay. Yeah. But on the day that Bayonetta 3 does arrive, I gotta ask everyone, who's ready to see our beloved witch again? Is that right? Well then, in that case, I'm gonna have to get ready. Super duper hard like. I'm glad you're looking forward to it, because I am too. Because, whew boy, I cannot wait to see what 3 has in store for us all. I hope it's good. Because knowing Platinum Games, they know how to make some good stuff. I can't wait to see it. See, that's what I would like to see. Bayonetta and Dante join forces. I want to see something like that happen. Like, Platinum Games, Capcom, make it happen. Please. Because I know Hideki Kamiya said he had no gripes with Capcom at all. So, yeah. The fans said they were making Dante and Bayonetta meet. I mean, we've seen that in Death Battle, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that again. So, yeah. I would like to see that. But for the sake of time, for today, I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to cut this stream short. I will be playing Sonic Mania again tomorrow, which means some of you are going to be seeing me catch an L or two. And I'm sorry, I can't help it. But you know, it's going to be fun. Yes, I did see that. I did see that. Now, okay, I did see Bayonetta and Dante Death Battle. I actually liked it. To be honest, I was expecting Bayonetta to win this fight. But when I saw Dante win, I was like pleased either way. So I was like, I keep seeing that. It had me going like, this was the best thing Screw Attack has ever done. I don't care what the outcome is between those two. It was still a great Death Battle episode. That's the kind of thing I wanted to see. Fun fights to the death. Not a reason to go up to Screw Attack Studio and be like, why are you trolling people with this Goku and Superman fight? It's bad enough we got enough flame wars going around on Instagram and all that crap. But yeah, regardless, I still found it really enjoyable. I wouldn't mind watching it again. I'd probably do it now. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream for tonight. Besides, I really do have some things to take care of tomorrow morning. I'm really happy that you guys came to the stream. Just the fact that you guys are here is just really makes me feel grateful. And for that, I want to say thank you again. I can't say it enough. So until next time, this is Show60 signing off. Jane. See you later.